Gemini, welcome or welcome back. You already know that my name is Lightworker Whit, and I'm so excited to get into your April 2025 forecast. We've got a lot to cover, so let me tell you what we're going to get into, okay? We're going to look into your forecast for the month of April overall. That's one spread. Then we're going to look into your love and relationships and your career and finances. Those two spreads look like what to expect, the unexpected theme of the month. Now, first, we are going to get an oracle message from Queen of the Moon Oracle. I want to do this because we'll be fresh off of the solar eclipse by the time you see this. So I want to see what message Spirit has for you at the beginning of April. Now, I do want to remind you, this is a collective reading. Receive what resonates, release what doesn't, okay? I do encourage you to watch your moon and your rising sign so you have a 360 view of what to expect for the month of April, okay? Now, as a light keeper, if you're watching this in the month of April, remember that you have 15% off private sessions with me, okay? So if you need a session, anything I say really speaks to you or you want to dive deeper into, remember that you have that special discount, okay? Now, if you're not a light keeper, you're watching this after April, you're watching this in May, first of all, please consider joining. That's where you get exclusive access to my monthly forecast, but you don't unfortunately have access to the discount. So it's only for my light keepers, only as a special perk, as a special thank you to you guys for subscribing to my YouTube membership. All right, let's go ahead and see what jumps out for you, Gemini. We have for my Geminis the month of April 2025, please. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to hold that to the end so that I can show you. This is not it. This is it. I'll save that for you at the end so you have a little message to look forward to, okay? All right, now let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Let's go ahead and take our deep breath. Release that jaw. Drop your jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Drop your shoulders. We're going to take another deep breath. You're going to hold it at the top before you exhale, okay? And we're going to do one more, and we're going to set an intention with this last deep breath. We're going to release any fears, doubts, and worries that we have, okay? We're letting it go. We're giving it over to God. Anything on your life, in your mind right now, your number one worry right now, give it over to God. We're doing it right now. Here we go. Amen. All right, Gemini, here we go. Starting with your monthly forecast for the month of April, we're looking into a few things here. Your current self, something is already flipping out. Your Two of Wands, you're looking towards the future. Okay, see if it comes back out in your spread. Current self, theme of the month, key goal to pursue, obstacle to overcome, major accomplishment, what to avoid, what to embrace, where to find support, advice and encouragement. Those are the 9 positions we're looking into. We'll clarify anything that we need to, but we're going to try to stick to the cards that Spirit gives us for information and guidance. For the Geminis and the Lightworker Whit community, what do you have for the Geminis? I hope your reading is different from Aries and Taurus. I feel like Aries and Taurus's readings were kind of heavy, so I'm hoping that yours is a bit lighter. Woo, Jesus. I find, and I don't know if it's because, you know, the planets are kind of like near each other. I find that sometimes signs that are near each other have similar readings. Like, I don't know if I gotta dig more into astrology to see if that's a thing. Well, your reading is different, so at least there's that. Back of the deck energy is 4 of Swords. So this would feel like you are coming off of some period of rest, maybe having taken a break this past solar eclipse or the end of March for some reason, which is, I hope, for good reasons. All right, let's look into this. 8 of Pentacles here, current self. So you're hard at work at the beginning of April. 8 of Pentacles is about mastery and wanting to be perfect, wanting to do things right, being very meticulous in your craft and what you do. So very focused on work right now, juggling a lot of things as well is the 8 of Pentacles. A lot of balls in the air, a lot of things that you're managing at the top of April after having coming off this little period of rest. Theme of the month is 5 of Wands, which is competition. I call it the rat race card. It's the card that you want to put yourself out there. You want to be noticed. It's a lot of passion and energy that you're exerting. This feels like a very busy month for you, a very energetic month for you. Sometimes I see this 5 of Wands when you're job searching. I also see it like when you're wanting to get noticed, wanting to put yourself out there, wanting to get a promotion, for example, or maybe if you work for yourself, you're trying to get new clients, you're trying to prove yourself in some way, is what I see when I see this 5 of Wands. Key goals to pursue is the King of Wands. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it also represents vision, someone who's visionary, somebody who likes to lead or is a good leader, someone who's a strong leader. Someone who's very confident, someone who knows how to inspire others, someone who's also very creative. In my mind, I was just trying to decide if Ned Stark would be a fire sign, but I'm not sure. I guess so. I guess I would consider Ned Stark a fire sign. I'm trying to decide if he's more of an earth sign. But I guess he could be. He could be. He wouldn't be a Leo. He wouldn't be a Sagittarius. If he was a fire sign, he'd be... If you don't know who Ned Stark is, it's from Game of Thrones. The King of Winterfell. If he was a fire sign, I would say he would be an Aries. If he was an earth sign, I would say he would be... either a Capricorn or a Taurus. Most likely a Taurus. Because he's very honorable. So, and it's really giving more Aries to me. Which I'm just trying to give you an idea of like how this energy is embodied to kind of give you a point of reference, right? So I feel like Gemini, I feel like you're trying to embody that confidence, that leadership, that vision for yourself this month. Or a fire sign. We'll see what comes up in your career and finances or your love reading regarding that energy. Obstacle to overcome is Knight of Wands. Again, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is also very passionate energy, very ambitious. Now, before the King of Wands becomes the King of Wands, he's first the Knight of Wands. So you've got all this like energy, you're eager to prove yourself, and then finally you're like, all right, I've proven myself, people know what I'm capable of, what I can do, I don't need to do that anymore, people just know who I am. So I feel like the thing is for you, Gemini, this month is getting out of this energy where you feel like you have to prove or you feel like you have to do, and just living in and resting in this energy. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. Okay, for whatever reason, Spirit just gave me The Devil Wears Prada. Remember, I forgot, what was the main character's name? I know the actress. I forgot the main character's name, but you know, like throughout most of the movie, she was trying to like prove that she, you know, deserved to be in the fashion world. And then we see, you know, this metamorphosis of her throughout the film. It's kind of like that. Like instead, like you get to a point where, remember she got invited to Paris finally. That was like the big break. You no longer need to prove that you deserve to be in these spaces. You just exist in these spaces, right? I like this for you, Gemini. That's the work that you're doing this month, by the way. Major accomplishment is the Hangman. The Hangman is shifting your perspective. Sometimes also feeling stagnant. Sometimes also feeling like you're taking a step back from a situation. It's a temporary pause. So I do want to clarify that. I want to clarify what we're talking about, because it's interesting here that this would be in the position of major accomplishment. Please describe this for Gemini. I think that was the courthouse card. Oh no, it's the journey card. Okay. Clarify the Hangman for Gemini. Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. This is a card of charity, but which side are you on? Clarify major accomplishment for Gemini, please. There's too many. Too many cards, please. Three of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Okay, so we're looking at advancement, looking towards the future, waiting on your ships to come in, and security. Also, like holding on to what you have. To be honest, Gemini, this feels like you're making a decision to not go on a trip. This feels like you're making the decision, like it's, oh look, the Hangman again. It feels like you're making a decision to like hang back because the timing isn't right, or because you decide that, number one, you don't want to spend your money in that way, or you also decide that maybe some other things are more important for you that you want to prioritize. I think you're really, really, really focused on some personal goals right now, and I think you're putting some personal pleasures on hold. Or at least delaying a trip. It could even be because other people don't have the money to go on the trip. There's a possibility that maybe this journey card is metaphorical, right? This journey card. I think it's literal, though. Describe the major accomplishment for Gemini, please. False person. Ooh. I just feel like you're deciding to not move forward with something or someone. You don't want to go down this path. You're holding back. You're like, let me observe a little bit longer. Okay, what to avoid? Ace of Swords. This is new ideas, aha moments, communication, clarity. You know, I don't use reversals in this deck, so be very clear. Try to be very clear in your communication. With Mercury being retrograde, that definitely affects you directly, more so than others. So try to be really, really, really intentional with your word choices. Opt for phone calls over text when it regards something important. I want to say try not to overthink anything. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. What do you mean for Gemini to avoid? What do you want them to avoid? This could be avoid communicating with someone in particular. Clarify the Ace of Swords for Gemini. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. This is interesting because for me, for the clarity card to be Ace of Pentacles, this would to me would be avoid either sharing about an idea you have, maybe about a money-making idea or a new job or a new project. Maybe avoid communicating on it or speaking about it. Clarify Ace of Swords. Yeah, because you gotta wait for this to cook. You gotta let it cook. Let it cook. Seven of Pentacles. You're waiting for this to come together. You're waiting for results. Wheel of Fortune. Good luck, good fortune, good karma. You need to make sure that this is really real. This is really final. Whatever it is you're waiting on. to like be fully baked before you start communicating and acting on it. I know that's a little vague, but I think that might be different for every person. So keep your cards close to your chest right now. What to embrace? 5 of Swords. Winning at all costs, victory, achievement. I was just explaining this to Aries. So this is different from 9 of Wands, because 9 of Wands is like, this is literally the example I gave, is like Moses leading the people to the promised land. It's hard, it's rough, it's a long journey. You almost want to give up, being at it for so long. Whereas 5 of Swords is like the Hunger Games. You know you're thrown into the trenches and you have to succeed. You've got to win, right? You've got to be the victor. So it's 2 different energies, but same output, or 2 different scenarios, same output. So whatever it is, with the 5 of Swords, there's a goal you're working towards that like you don't want to fail at. You can't afford to lose. And when I see this here, it's for me, number one, confirmation that you will get through whatever difficult situation you're in, whatever you need to get done, whatever goal you really want to see manifest for yourself. Let's actually clarify what that is. Where does this what area of this 5 of Swords is this for Gemini? Okay, in regards to your wealth, okay. Your money, maybe? Which is interesting because the next card is 9 of Pentacles. Where to find support? 9 of Pentacles. This is about independence, luxury, finances. I think you'll be well financially this month. I think you're going to be good. And maybe this is also in relation to if you've got some sort of conflict. Sometimes 5 of Swords is conflict against someone wealthy. I feel that you would succeed if you've got a dispute with them. And if you have any conflict with them. And advice, encouragement is 8 of Swords, getting out of your head. Get out of your head, Gemini. I know that's easier said than done, but try to find a way. Do some journaling, get in your body, work out, get out of your head. Get out of your head. This month is all about doing for you. This is about being action oriented this month. Okay? All right, let's see where this plays out in your love and relationships. We'll head into that first, but let me clear these cards. All right, we're looking into Gemini, what to expect, the unexpected, theme of the month in your love and relationships. This is for people who are single and dating or in committed relationships. If there's no prospects, listen anyway. Something I say might connect with you, or maybe you might get an ace. We don't know. Something that points towards new love coming in. Okay. All right, Gemini. Just give me a second. That's a song by Sabrina Claudio. What is? I know the time making me crazy. I'm trying to catch the lyrics. Wait. That song, it's called Wait by Sabrina Claudio. And that song is all about like needing time, feeling pressured to, I don't want to say I love you, but like she just needs, talking about needing to slow down or not wanting to go too fast. So I wonder why that song came through. Gemini. Oh, I can't pick up the cards. Okay. What to expect? 6 of Wands and Knight of Wands. So second time Knight of Wands is important here. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This does to me represent, I feel like you're kind of excited that you got a catch. This kind of, I know that's what it feels like to me. The 6 of Wands is like success, victory, achievements. And then the Knight of Wands does represent the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it also can, sometimes people interpret the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups as like the player energy, someone who's kind of like, because they're very charismatic, they're very alluring, they know how to like charm, right? They're very charming. So for me, it feels like there's a relationship or a connection that you like, or that you're excited about, or that you're getting the attention you want from it, from some connection in your life. You know, if you're not dating, if there's nobody in your life right now, this could also be a message where you feel ready to date or there is also this kind of energy to here of like freedom as well. Feeling like you're free to be back on the market, maybe. Ready to be single and mingle. If you're in a committed relationship, I would interpret this as like things being good in your relationship right now. I would see this as like there being some sort of like personal victory that you guys have achieved. Maybe there's a lot of passion in your relationship right now. Feeling like you're being celebrated, feeling like you're being acknowledged, feeling like your partner's listening to like your needs. However, the unexpected. 7 of Swords and 5 of Cups reversed. 7 of Swords represents deceitfulness, someone who's lying, cheating, and the 5 of Cups represents coming out of pain. The 7 of Swords, however, also represents strategy. So in this deck, obviously, it points towards infidelity. To me, Gemini, I really think you're getting over a hurtful situation. To me, that's really how it feels to me. I don't really see you experiencing pain. I think you're coming out of it. Now, what's interesting, we did have the separation card come up, but it kind of fell out kind of like half-assed. I don't know if that makes sense. The time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I kind of feel like you are, I don't know. I feel like you already went through a separation, to be honest. Maybe you and your person are kind of trying to, get the magic back. I don't know. But it feels like you're finally healing from a situation. This doesn't feel heavy to me. I don't feel like you're depressed. I don't feel like you're holding on to anything or anyone. Theme of the month, 7 of Cups reversed. Finally making a choice, especially if you were dating. Maybe you're finally deciding to kind of commit to one person. High Priestess, someone who is very intuitive. Maybe you are following your intuition in your love life right now. The Chariot reverse, this does represent a Cancer and forward momentum and direction. When it's reversed, it's like a yellow light. There's a pause here as you're slowing down, which is interesting because it's right next to the Eight of Wands. Moving fast, infatuation, travel, sometimes the Eight of Wands represents. We also have the Magician, which is manifesting what you want in your love life. And also the Five of Wands, which can represent arguments and conflict and like competition within a relationship. So let's look at this here. I'm hearing Beyonce to the left. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. Everything you own in the box to live. Ironically, this feels like you're deciding to not go on a trip with someone. Like if there was a trip planned, this feels like you're not gonna go. But then potentially manifesting another connection. I don't know. Which is why, hence why I can have another you in a minute, baby. It's very interesting. I just think somebody can't keep up with you. I don't remember I told you, wait, it feels like there's an imbalance of pace here in your love life, and you guys need to get on the same page in terms of pace. I think you guys want, sorry, it's all on my freaking eye right now. It appears to me that you and your person are not on the same page. Or at least let me be very clear. I think at the start of April, it does feel good, but as we move through the month, there are some complications that arise. I'm not convinced that you're separating. Some of you might. Let's just be honest. Some of you might separate from your person with this Chariot reverse card. You might decide you don't want to move forward with the connection. But for me, it does feel directly related to travel. This feels like you're not going to go on a planned trip with someone, maybe because you realize you guys are you have different ideas of how fast this relationship should be moving. Now, if you're in a committed relationship, like you've been together for 20 years, you might decide together that you're not going to go on a trip. Maybe that was with a group of people and you guys decide to do your own thing. Or maybe one of you decides to go and the other doesn't go on this. There's something about a trip here. Something about a journey or trip. I want to talk about the oracle messages. Finances and careers coming up. And you deserve love. You are lovable. I'm actually going to read both of these messages. This separation card, it does represent sometimes like a relationship coming to a complete end, but it can also represent like just like physical separation, just like maybe you and your person are not like physically together right now. It may not be like a nail in the coffin situation, but maybe you guys just need space. Let's look at finances and career. Second time this came up. This came up for, I forgot, I think Taurus. All right, money and love have historically been linked, and this card points to this correlation. The romance angels want to disentangle you from financial or career pressures so that you may enjoy every aspect of your life, including romance. While work can be a source of heart-opening satisfaction, it must be balanced with other facets of love, such as playfulness and laughter. You received this card because you'd benefit from an infusion of such lightheartedness. Call upon the angels to elevate your mood, energy levels, finances, career, and anything else that will bring you peace. Now, to be very clear, Gemini, I don't really think it's you that's struggling financially. I do think you're focused on some career ambitions, but I think you are wanting to be with somebody who can match you. And I think maybe that's an issue right now. Or if you're in a committed relationship and maybe your partner's been struggling in their career and finances, maybe they need a little bit more time to kind of like get themselves back stable or something like that. Try not to put too much pressure on them, right? like, especially if like you're in a better position than your person, I don't think it's attractive to try to push your person to be like you or to take your tips that have worked for you. I think the best approach is to lead by example and encourage, hey, I'm here if you need help. I'm here if you need support. Like, don't worry about, feeling embarrassed or, I want you to win. So please use me as a resource in any way I can help you. I think that's a better approach than trying to force change and progress and growth and ambition on someone else. And if that is a quality that's important to you, I think you need to observe whether or not somebody has it or they don't. You're going to know if you're dealing with somebody ambitious. It's just obvious. Excuse me. When you're dating somebody ambitious, it's just obvious because they're either always talking about their work or they're talking about what they want to do or what they're about to do. People who are not ambitious, they like the idea of doing something. So if that's important to you, if that's a personal value in terms of career and finances, to have someone that is like also interested in elevating and advancing, I need you to consider that to decide if you're going to be a good match. Okay. You deserve love. Let's look at that message. The romance angels are cheering you on in your quest for great love by letting you know you deserve it. As a child of God, you're naturally a loving and lovable person, as is everyone. You have the right to be treated with kindness and respect by everyone in your life. If you've had harsh life experiences, you may have blamed yourself and felt unworthy of receiving affection. This card is a reassurance that you do deserve it. You're a beautiful being of God's pure love and light, no matter what any person has said or done to you. And no matter what happened in the past, God's handiwork can never be undone. The more you affirm, I am lovable, I am loved, I am loving, the more this experience comes true for you. Affirmations help you believe spiritual truths at a deep unconscious level. This, in turn, allows you to attract loving people, relationships, and circumstances, and you definitely deserve that. Drop your comments, babe. All right, I'm going to clear these cards so we can move on to your career and finances. All right, babe, we're looking into what you expect, the unexpected theme of the month. This is like the best little contraption I bought, I swear. This little thing that has a mirror so that I can see my screen while using my front-facing camera. Y'all would not believe how I used to set up my living room. I used to set up one of my foldable tables, and then I used to like stack 2 yoga blocks on top of my makeup bag box and a mirror so that I could see. So stupid. But hey, I was using what I had at the time. And so when I moved here, and I just dealt with it because it's what worked. But when I moved here, like my office, the way I oriented, I don't have space to do that now. So I was like, I gotta actually figure out a product that I can use to make this make sense. Okay. Gemini. Second time 5 of Cups is out here reversed. You're really healing from something, Gemini. You're really moving past the hurt of a situation. One more. Yeah. Yeah, your career and finances are looking great. Really looking good. Let's see what jumps out of the Oracle deck for Gemini, please. You have everything's upright except this 5 of Cups, which isn't bad because it represents you healing and moving on from something. What do you have for Gemini? I want to take those two. I don't want to take this. What's the other one? Okay. Damn it. Excuse me. I looked away like y'all could really not see that. Like that was better. I mean, I guess I was trying not to invite you all in my mouth. Oh, damn it. Sorry. Some of these cards I put back the wrong way. Get maybe one or two more for Gemini, please. One or two more for Gemini. Thank you. Okay. All right. What to expect? Seven of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. New passion, new beginnings. With the Ace of Wands, something has, it's like the spark of an idea, of a passion. And the Seven of Pentacles here represents taking it slow, investing yourself into something, taking your time with it. You're not rushing this new project. You're not rushing this new idea, but you're slow and steady with it. You want to make sure it gets done right. And you're being patient with yourself. So I like that energy here. Of like, it feels like there's intention behind this idea or this passion. Like you're not being lazy about it. You're really like babysitting it, you know? It's kind of like your baby right now. The unexpected is Five of Cups reverse and the Seven of Cups. Here again, second time Seven of Cups is here. It was just in your relationship reading where we have options, wanting to see where we want to go, what we want to do. Five of Cups reversed, representing coming out of hurt, pain, and sorrow. So it feels like to me now you're finally opening yourself up to the possibilities, which I want to address this card here, Explorer. So unexpectedly this month, you're allowing yourself to see, you know what? Now that I'm moving past this heavy energy, now that I'm actually not crying over spilled milk, where do I want to focus my energy? Keep trying. There are no mistakes, just opportunities to learn and grow. You may be called to explore careers that match your fearlessness and curiosity. You may need to go wandering and trust the unknown. That is where the magic lies. So you're really interested in exploring your options and different possibilities right now. Theme of the month, Empress, birthing something new. This is also nurturing energy. If you're a mother, maybe you're really focused on your kids right now, that this can represent birthing something new. I kind of think that's the message here, considering how we have the Ace of Wands here. We have the Page of Pentacles, very diligent, hardworking, and disciplined energy. We have the Hermit as well. You're trying to make sure you stay aligned with your goals and making sure you're on the right path. This is about seeking inner truth, spending time alone, which actually, by the way, the people you spend the most time with shape who you are came out. And I think you're really conscious right now of who you are spending your time with as it relates to your career and finances. You're trying to make sure you stay really, really focused and locked in on your goals. Eight of Pentacles, discipline, mastery, perfectionism. You want to do things well. This was your card that you got at the beginning of April for current self. So that seems to be the running theme here. Eight of Pentacles, really leaning into perfectionism. I think you like your colleagues or the people you work with right now, the people who are around you professionally. Three of Cups, you have a good bond with those people. We have temperance, balance, okay, and compromise, middle path, going slow, ready for the next level of change. Alchemy is too, with the temperance of mixing and finding the right flow. I love this for you. I'm surprised that you got unclear that came out, but maybe you know what this is connected to. Money is either tight or not receiving what you expected. The answers you are still seeking will remain unclear for now, maybe in relation to the Explorer card. Your basic needs will be met. Then we also have Promoter here. If there's a new idea or project manifesting, know it has great potential for success. Careers in the nightlife industry, events, or restaurant industry could be right for you. Use the law of attraction for money. Be the energy you want to attract. I also consider this card when, in relation to social media, promoting people or products on social media, or promoting yourself, your business, or your services. Maybe there's some things that you feel like you need to get clarity on, right? With this Hermit card needing to go within, find inner truth, figure out I don't know what that would be for you, honestly. That's a little, maybe that's not for me to know. Maybe that's only for you to know of what it is you need to get clarity on. But to me, the overall vibe here is that there's a new project you're working on. It seems like you're excited about it because you're working really hard at it. I think you have an end goal in mind. Like you see where this could take you. And again, I really think you're liking your connections, right? The people you spend the most time with shape who you are. I think you're liking who you're becoming associated with. I really like your career reading. This is a good reading. Because you're locked in, Gemini. You are fucking locked in. You've got some things to be excited about. You've got some things you're working towards. You're not living in heavy energy. You're remaining open to your options and possibilities. It feels like you're really, really, really on track with your career and finances. The Seven of Cups, too, in terms of options, could relate to like big purchases you want to make. If maybe like the Five of Cups reverse would be like maybe you didn't get the car you wanted, but now you're looking at another car. You know, you're not really, like I said, you're not crying over spilled milk. Maybe you didn't get one job, but now you're opening yourself up to other opportunities. You know, really, really, really looking at something positively versus being down in the dumps about it. Which brings me to your oracle message. You got the abundance card, which I think is just so lovely. Hunter Moon. I love when this card comes out. I'm surprised you didn't get like a windfall card or the luck card with this. Here we go. Take advantage of this time of abundance. It is all around you. Possibility and opportunity are everywhere. You are open and responsive to the abundance around you. There is enough for everyone. The affirmation is, I am abundant and I am surrounded by opportunity. Literally, as I'm just talking about opportunity. The Hunter Moon is the traditional moon of plenty. It was when game was at its most plentiful, so the people would not go hungry. The moon was large and bright in the sky, and in some cases deep orange, and there was a great deal of light to go hunting well into the evening. Our ancient ancestors couldn't just go off into the supermarket to buy what they needed to eat. Meat didn't come on trays wrapped in plastic. Eggs were gathered. Warm clothing was made from skins of the same animals that were hunted for meat. Nothing was wasted. This abundance was part of a cycle just like any other. It wasn't present all the time, so this time of the year was to be taken advantage of while the going was good. The barrenness of winter would soon return. Hunters had to be prepared. They had to have their weapons ready and their tracking skills honed. As modern people, we are less used to these natural cycles of plenty and barrenness because most of us have stepped away from growing food and the natural environment. However, these cycles are still there, even if we are not part of them consciously. This moon normally rises in October in the northern hemisphere, and so was before the winter snows. The companion stone is citrine. I have no idea what my citrine is. I have no idea where a lot of my crystals. You know what I just realized I can't find recently, which is really fucking annoying? I have all my bathing suits. Completely off topic, but like I wanted them recently. Because I booked a hotel last weekend that had an indoor pool. And I was like, where are my bathing suits? Have no idea where they are at all. And I'm like, how do I have that much shit that I lose my bathing suits? But that's part of Mercury retrograde, just losing things and then like not finding them till weeks and months later. Back to you. I love that you have abundance here. I just feel like you, do I want to say you deserve this? I don't know. I mean, I claim that my followers deserve everything, all the blessings in their life. But what I mean by that is like, when I think of like the other signs, I don't know that you've been through as much of a hard time as Taurus, for example. But I feel like you deserve this in a sense where you've put in the effort, you've put in the sweat equity to get this abundance. You know what I'm saying? To like really be working towards what you've got on your plate right now. I think you really worked hard to get here. So for that, I'm really proud of you. I hope this resonates. Let me know in the comments below. And if you don't feel this energy yet, maybe just wait till the end of April and see how this all unfolds for you. I love this reading for you so much. It's really late for me. Sasha needs to be walked. I need to eat dinner. And I need to clean up my house. I love you so much. I'll see you on the next one, Gemini. Have a great April, but I think you already will.